Good evening, you're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. We'll start with the headlines. 9 Omani citizens are killed in a bus accident carrying Umrah goers in Saudi Arabia. The Royal Oman Police confirms that 2 citizens are rescued and the search continues for 2 others off Ras Al Had. And His Excellency, the Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, stresses that his visit to Algeria forms an opportunity to discuss numerous regional and international issues of mutual concern. Those are the headlines, and now for the news in details. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has received a cable of thanks from His Highness Duke Henry of Luxembourg in reply to His Majesty's cable of greetings on his country's National Day. His Majesty the Sultan also received a cable of thanks from His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama of Ghana in reply to His Majesty's cable of condolences on the victims of the blast that took place at a filling station in the city center of the capital, Accra. A source from Cuba Campaign Enterprises for Hajj and Umrah confirmed that a bus was involved in an accident carrying people to Umrah from the Sultanate on their return from Mecca on Khurais Road between Riyadh and Al-Ahsa province in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The source added that the accident resulted in 9 deaths and a number of injuries varied between critical, moderate and light. That came in a telephone call to Sultanate of Oman Radio and Television. The Royal Oman Police continues search operations for the missing people in the sea overlooking the beaches of the Niyaba of Ras Al Had in the Wilaya of Sur, using a helicopter of the police wing and boats of the Coast Guard of Police Command of the Governorate of South Sharqiya. Coast Guard Police Center had received a report this morning saying that 4 citizens from Niyaba of Ras Al Had of the Wilaya of Sur were lost at sea. Through concentrated efforts and cooperation by the citizens, 2 people were found in good health and search is still going on for the other 2. His Excellency Yusuf bin Alawi bin Abdullah, Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, emphasized that his visit to Algeria comes within the context of endeavors of the 2 countries to develop their relations and bilateral cooperation. He arrived in Algeria on a visit to discuss a number of issues related to bilateral cooperation and ways of activating them within the context of current preparations to hold the 7th round of the Joint Omani-Algerian Committee, due to be held before the end of this year in Muscat. His Excellency, the Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, said that which will be held discussed as numerous, but we'll talk about matters both sides are already agreeing upon, in that related to bilateral relations with desire to develop these relations. Both sides are paying attention to the regional matters and confident that understanding and joint work will be increased in all of these issues. The Ministry of Civil Service today issued an announcement on appointments for conducting written exams or personal interviews as per conditions for the job issued in Vacancy Announcement Number 2 over 2015, issued by the Ministry on the 1st of July 2015, containing 600 vacancies in the governorates of the Sultanate, various ministries and government units, subject to the Civil Service Law and its executive regulations. The announcement contained names of citizen candidates to conduct exams and personal interviews who were 8,374 male and female citizens who were selected in accordance with sorting database, which was decided in the Vacancy Announcement Number 2 over 2015. And still to come in our news bulletin, Salala Kharif Festival 2015 continues its activities in the Governorate of Dhofar. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. Ministry of the Interior today announced that today is the final day for registration period in the election register for Shura Council members' elections for the 8th term. The ministry called earlier on citizens who were not registered before in the election register and desired to cast their votes in the elections of the Shura Council members for the 8th term to proceed to the offices of their excellencies the walis in the wilayas they are wishing to vote in. Ministry of the Interior had announced at the registration start in the election register on the 21st of December 2014. The official opening ceremony of the Omani Cultural Days in Brazil was held at Sergio Cardosa Theatre in Sao Paulo under the auspices of His Excellency Fernando Capes, President of Sao Paulo's State Parliament, in the presence of His Highness Said Fatik bin Fahar Al Saeed, Secretary General of the Ministry of Heritage and Culture. The Omani Cultural Days in Brazil carry a cultural message which aims at deepening the knowledge and strengthening the historical, civilizational and cultural relations, as well as increasing the area of understanding, convergence and dialogue between the intellectual and cultural elites in both countries. His Excellency President of Sao Paulo State Parliament delivered a speech in which he stressed the importance of such cultural events to introduce the various principles and foundations which undoubtedly contribute in promoting a culture of communication and achievement of world peace, harmony and dialogue. Omani Al-Majd Glory Group presented a variety of performances titled Oman, a Heart of Peace that were highly appreciated by the audience. The performance also included Omani fashion shows that reflect the different traditional attire in the Sultanate of Oman. The exhibition of the Omani Cultural Days are being held at the El Dorado Center in the city of Sao Paulo, and those exhibitions will continue till August the 8th in the city. Glamour of Qaboos is the title of a campaign organized by artists and calligraphers of the Omani Society for Fine Arts. The campaign toured around the governorates of Muscat and Al-Buraimi and is now registering its attendance in Al-Dhahira. The number of artistic works made by the campaign reached more than 1,900, some of which portray images of His Majesty the Sultan in addition to calligraphy showcasing the start of the Renaissance Day. The campaign will continue touring various governorates till next November, where the artistic works will be collected in the last station in Muscat in a ceremony to be held when the country celebrates the glorious 45th National Day. In the Governorate of Dhofar, the second youth forum for Friends of the Arab Women Organization concluded with participation of 85 male and female youths from various governorates of the Sultanate. The concluding ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Sheikh Salim bin Ufayt al-Shamfari, Chairman of Dhofar Municipality. The forum's organization at the Sultanate aimed at enhancing cooperation in the field of youth and women empowerment in the different fields of voluntary work, especially that the Sultanate implements a number of regional and international initiatives and programs in the field of enhancing youth involvement. At the end of the ceremony, the chief guest handed over the certificates of appreciation to the participants. Along the coast of the Wilaya of Deba in the Governorate of Musandam, overlooking the Sea of Oman, boats and ships dock on the fishing port of the Wilaya, loaded with various kinds of fish brought earlier since morning until sunset, where they are sold in specialized spots in the port. The quantities of fish is abundant and are placed in open boxes where the traders sell some of it, and then they distribute them in fish markets located in different areas in the Wilaya. The Governorate of Dhofar, not only known to have mist and drizzle on the lush green mountains during the Kharif season, but its beautiful, unending beaches will enthrall the tourists for its white sand. Our reporter Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubai takes you there today.
A Governorate of Dhofar is distinguished by its beautiful white sand beaches, and it is considered to be one of the most important touristic attractions in the Sultanate that allow one and all to enjoy the place at this time of Kharif and throughout the year. It is an absolutely wonderful white sand beaches in this time of the year. Lush plantations can be seen around. The place is also known to have incredible history and fascinating culture. Above all, what visitors tend to appreciate about this place is that the climate condition is fantastic and accompanied with friendly people of Oman. However, during this time of Kharif, all need to be careful about swimming in the sea, as many places are not safe for such activities. Signboards in various places displaying warning related to danger of swimming. This is due to seawater currents intensity, hence, all are required to take seriously on the importance of staying away from swimming in such places and to monitor the children while enjoying the beauty of the white beaches. In this aspect, the Royal Oman Police is urging the public to follow such instructions while wishing one and all a safe stay and enjoyable time in Salalah Kharif 2015. For Salalah Festival 2015 under the theme Oman, Love and Peace, I'm Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubi'i, Wilayat of Salalah, Governorate of Dhofar.
And now for the general weather forecast. Cloudy skies will prevail over the coastal areas and the nearby mountains of the Governorate of Dhofar with chances of intermittent drizzle. And the rest of the Sultanate will have clear to partly cloudy skies with chances of scattered rainfalls over the Hajar Mountains and the nearby areas. Winds will be actively northwesterly along the coast of the Arabian Sea, occasionally active, while it will be south to southeasterly light to moderate along the rest of the Sultanate. Seas along the coast of the Arabian Sea will be rough with a maximum wave height of 4 meters, and the rest of the coast it will be slight to moderate with a maximum wave height of 1.5 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. 9 Omani citizens are killed in a bus accident carrying Umrah goers in Saudi Arabia. The Royal Oman Police confirms that 2 citizens are rescued and the search continues for 2 others off Ras Al Had. And His Excellency, the Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, stresses that his visit to Algeria forms an opportunity to discuss numerous regional and international issues of mutual concern. With that, we come to an end to tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, good night.